Hello, Screen Hermit. How you doing? I should probably grab some some water. 1 second. You're good? I'm as well, yeah. I think you mentioned last time that this is like later in the day for you. I think it was you. I guess you're like getting ready to sleep or something. Yeah. Heard you made the realization that what you thought were blueberries were actually blackberries. No, I kept calling them. I know they're blackberries. I just kept calling them blueberries. I don't know why. I guess I was tired too. But yeah, I think you left a comment about the music. Um, Still playing the same one. I was gonna try a different game soundtrack, but I'll just stick with this one for now. I don't know if you've played the game, but it's a pretty good series. I haven't, but it looks good. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. Are you using a reference? No. I mean, I started with the reference, so like the idea of having a path and then like trees over a hill, but um but other than that, no. Like I'm not looking at it to copy it. I can show you the image that I use though. 1 second. Let me just get it off its no. That's the image that I'm using, so it's gonna look kind of like that, I guess. Hello Alex, how you doing? Doing good? That's good. I'm doing good as well. Yeah. That's good. Forgot to share the I guess it's like a tutorial article where it kind of shows different techniques to draw trees. I'll probably post it later then. I'll try to remember to post it. Should write that down, actually. I like this technique. What's it called? Stippling. There's a couple techniques. So it's stippling, where it's like it's like when you make a line and you want it to be like this area is going to be shadows, but you want there to be like a transition. You end each line with a dot, and then it looks more natural when you have a lot more of the lines going on. But with the trees in particular, the technique is to make groups of leaves, and the bottom portion, you have that part be in shadow, and then what you do is you just basically scribble and areas here you kind of make random marks and stipple at the same time to give it like the texture. And then you do that for a lot more of the tree to eventually get the whole thing in. For these areas inside or in between, you make those extra dark where two forms meet, two leaf forms meet. That's the idea, basically. Of course, less or like more refined than that. That's the basic idea. Oh yeah, so we have another Alex, I guess. Or are you both Alex? Are you both the same Alex? I think you're both the same Alex, aren't you? Sorry, I can't stay for long. Gotta go. Alright, yeah, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Wait, that's the idea of what I'm doing. That's cool. I should try that next time I need to draw. Yeah, I'll share the thing that I'm using because it has a lot more techniques than that, because obviously there's different types of trees, right? There's what's it called? Pine trees and like bamboo and whatever other types of plants. Apparently, like there's a bunch of different ways you can get all of that detail without focusing too much on like the fact that you're drawing every leaf or getting overwhelmed, I guess. I'm still kind of overwhelmed though, because I'm not familiar with it, right? I'm just trying it out right now. I'm kind of learning how I can use it in the future to plan out a drawing. Both clean and dynamic at the same time. Yeah, exactly. Ink illustrations, yeah. I'm really trying to figure out how to do that well, because I think I explained it yesterday. I don't know if you were there, but there was a bunch of new people that came in, so I was trying to explain that I'm working on a comic, or I was working on one, and I didn't like how it was going because it was in the computer. So I was using Clip Studio, so it's a digital drawing software. And then I decided that I should learn how to do it on paper, because I've always liked it better, both the act of creating the art on paper and the results. So here I am. But yeah, since you mentioned that you also draw, do you post anywhere? Or not yet, maybe? I'm glad traditional artists like you still stick to the craft. I myself have been taken in by the digital art dark side. Yeah. To be fair, I mostly do digital art still, because that's how that's how most of the clients that I work with want the work done, because obviously it's the easiest way to get the artwork to them, right? Just do it in the computer, don't have to pay shipping fees. So earlier in the week, I was working on a comic cover for someone, and they just need to tell me that it's all good, and tomorrow I'll send them all the files. But yeah, I have a foot in digital and then a foot in analog as well. Oh, can I see it? Give me a second. I think I can show it because I'm gonna go from here to my computer. So just give me a moment. So yeah, as you can see, there was a crap ton of layers. I don't like that. It's part of why I don't like working digitally. There's just so many layers that you have to deal with, especially when you're working professionally. But yeah, that's what I did for him. I do other work too, like that one's a digital painting. This one's a digital painting. This one's actually a digital ink. I wish I did this physically. Maybe one day I'll attempt that. Because sometimes when you work with so much detail, inking in digital, it feels like a waste that it's digital, at least for me. And that's a traditional painting. I have that one physically. Yeah, it's acrylic. I think I can actually bring it here and show you. I just picked up the whole pile because I might as well do that instead of trying to find it here. I'll probably just go through all the paintings that I did in the last year. 1 second. Okay, alright, I got all my stuff. Here's one, and it has resin, that's why it's sparkling. It has like a coat of resin on it that I put like glitter inside of. And there's this one and the few others that I'm gonna show here. They haven't like I'm not done with them yet. I kind of feel like I'm gonna go back to like fix some stuff. Okay, so your favorite? I don't know if you've ever done this, but I'm going to make it like a practice for myself to encase my acrylic paintings in resin because it really helps the colors like come together. It gets rid of that texture too if you don't like the texture. This one's not done. I'll just put the ones that are not done here. Like they're done enough to say that I'm finished with it. Okay, here it is. I found it. There's the original blood halo angel thingy. There are a couple other paintings, but I think I should get back to my drawing. Teach me, sensei. Love your choice of colors. That's the funny thing. They each have like a really strong theme of color. So like this one has, you know, one of them will have a lot of red, one of them will have a lot of green. And that's actually because I started doing these the year I decided that I'm gonna learn color. Because before that, I was only doing black and white. So it turns out that knowing black and white is really helpful when you're trying to do colored work. The Night Silly. Are you the silly guy? By a different name, I guess now? How many names have you gotten by this time? Possibly. But yeah, besides acrylic, I've been thinking of like trying watercolor because that one to me seems like the most challenging. I've had this one for a long time. I've been on my journey platinuming Hollow Knight. I haven't played the game, but I've mainly heard about it. I've seen gameplay of it. Looks fun. I've mainly heard about it because people talk about when is Silksong coming out? That's the apparently something that hasn't come out yet for you guys. Streaming it on Twitch right now, or occasionally. Occasionally, okay. It's been about 6 years. Damn, that doesn't sound good. If you want some hope, though, there's a game called Dragon's Dogma, and I really liked the first one when I played it. It took 10 years for Capcom to release a Dragon's Dogma 2. And while it wasn't like, you know, they could have put a lot more effort into it and all that stuff, it's still a pretty cool game. So eventually they do get around to it. Although sometimes the games that you like just die for no reason at all. Like there's a game called Gravity Rush or Gravity Days, and it got a first part on the PS Vita, I think, and eventually got remastered and put onto the PlayStation 4, 5, whichever one. It doesn't really matter because they all work with the same games. It got a sequel, and then apparently the game completely died. The studio shut down and everything. That sucks. Hopefully that doesn't happen to Silksong, but yeah, Silksong will be soon. Trust. Silksong had better be god tier for the time they made us wait. I think like the best you can hope for is it at least comes out these days, at least, like the way that the games industry is. the games industry is like in its end time state, especially like the big ones, the big companies. Because obviously you can have like an indie group that makes a really incredible game with a really small amount of staff and budget, like Expedition 33. I don't know if you know about that one, but outstanding game. Small studio, relatively to the larger studios at least. I mean, since Silksong had a demo at Gamescom, it has to be soon. I would be happy for a Hollow Knight reskin at this point. Yeah, you're gonna get Hollow Knight modded before you get Silksong. Need 2 more trophies to finish Hollow Knight. Gonna get GTA 6 before Silksong. Isn't that like, it's kind of, they said like the end of this year? Is that what they said for GTA 6? I haven't played a GTA in a long time. Like the last ones I played or were interested in playing were well over 10 years ago probably. The one with the Russian dude. What is that one? Uh, 3 or 4? Or 4 maybe, I think. I don't know. Got 112% in Hollow Knight. Same, but I haven't finished Pantheon 5. Haven't finished the Pantheon or the Trial of the Fool in the Colosseum. Once you finish Pantheon 4, the Fool should be easy. should do that. But I've been playing the whole thing again, multiple times with a friend in Hollow Knight mod, multiplayer mod. How many Pantheons have you beat? The first 3? Just so you know, Pantheon 4 has a pure vessel. I guess that's a difficult thing. I haven't played it, so I don't really know. Second hardest boss in the game. The original vessel fight is a breeze, but the pure vessel looks much harder. Congratulations from Brazil. Hello, Allison. How you doing? What are you congratulating me for? I don't know. Great job. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Make sure to like and subscribe. Road to 1K. Well, hopefully. I won't try to be a downer. One day. Thought you were gonna get a remodel for your guy soon. I have to draw it. That's the thing. I have to actually draw it myself. And I keep saying I'm gonna do it, but I don't get to it because work or other stuff get in the way. Well, I found you yesterday and immediately you was sold by your macho gloves. And so immediately, yeah, thank you. What I mean is, like, when I say about the being not sure about being able to hit, is because usually like if I wanted to grow the subscriber count on YouTube in particular, I would have to make videos. I don't really have many videos, so the way to apparently get subs really quickly on YouTube by live streaming is if you live stream into the shorts feed. But the thing is that you can grow a channel quickly doing that, but your retention rate is gonna not be good, and your like the subs that you're getting are less likely to return. So you could be hurting your channel growth in the long run. I don't really know what kind of videos I would make though. Cause like all the good tutorials are already kind of made, so. I guess like project progress videos or something. Half the time I get bots on Twitch. Yeah, bots are, you get a lot of bots on Twitch. They're supposed to be cracking down on that. I don't know if they've really done much there. Lord Smog, hey, how you doing? Just convince the YouTube tutorial scene. Just convolute the YouTube tutorial scene even more. Yeah, could do that. That's a possibility actually. Just like, or start drama with someone else. So like they have their tutorial, and I'm like, no, actually that doesn't work. Do this instead. Drama always does well on YouTube, right? It's been a while since I watched you live. Yeah, I think you're probably busy with school and stuff though, right? Not gonna be here for long? Going to the gym in 20 minutes. Isn't it like the gyms are open for you? Oh wait, I should have asked, are you starting your day or ending your day, Lord Smog? Learned today about how to ink tree leaves, so I'm sure you have a thing to teach, things to teach. Maybe. Yeah, I guess maybe I could try. After I do a couple more, maybe I'll understand it well enough to like do a concise tutorial about it. But yeah, I do have to put more effort in that direction if I want this channel to actually grow. Gym for me is a 24/7 one. Be right back. Yep, take your time. Woke up at 23 p.m. Well, that's 11 p.m. So that's like now around time for me. Okay, so I guess you've been up all the night/morning. I'm back. Welcome back. Damn, the detail you put in here to the trees is yeah, it's I'm trying to do, you know, those old ink illustrations? I'm trying to get that aesthetic. They go really hard with their detail. Well, it's working? Yeah. Are there any artists you look up to besides me, of course? Um, there. It's hard to like pick particular artists because like there's so many. I have folders with like thousands of artists with hundreds of images from each artist that I've accumulated over the years. So I became, instead of like admiring particular artists, even though I do have like notable artists that I think about a lot, depending on which art style I'm doing, I tend to like just have particular art styles, I guess, that I like a lot for aesthetics. I always loved ink illustrations, especially when it's of nature or old buildings. The aesthetic would go hard in a horror manga. That's what this is for, actually. This is for my manga's a horror manga, or my comic slash manga, whichever really it qualifies as, is a horror. And a lot of the works I want to do is actually going to be horror. Reminds me of David Rackman. Let me actually check that. Actually, that's opening up. David Rackman. Oh. Some like real estate agent. Some LinkedIn profiles popped up. I guess I'll type in David Rackman art. Oh, I recognize this guy. I think I've seen some of this guy's drawings, like the fairy tale ones. These are really nice. Another artist I can investigate. Yeah, this is great. Arthur Rackman. There's an Arthur Rackman too, apparently. There's a David Franklin. Okay, there's a bunch here that I can look through. That's honestly really sick. I would love to read it when it comes out. That'll be a while. It's gonna be a while, as you can see. Unless I figure out like tricks to speed things up. The one that I'm working on in particular right now isn't actually that good. It was started as like a practice project, but there's a bunch that I've been like thinking about and writing about that I think are gonna be really cool. So I should probably start planning those out too before like I was gonna say I run out of time, but that's not the right thing to say. I guess while I have the time, while I have the flexibility. What's the premise of your current comic? David Rackham looks insanely good. Thanks for commenting about him. Yeah. So many old good artists that like don't get really heard about because I guess they didn't really have the internet to promote themselves. But yeah, the current comic, it's started off as kind of a coming of age scenario. Basically, you have a group of college-aged individuals who go to the forest to like camp out before they get carried away with their lives, right? And essentially there's gonna be like a mimic type of monster, which is kind of pretty like not original, but I figured that would be an easy enough project to tackle. And it turns out that it's a lot harder to make comics. So if you read the story called Fleshgate? I unfortunately read that story recently and found out that it's pretty much what I was going for, except the characters are more developed. Like they're less no, I haven't heard of it. So Fleshgate is basically, I guess, like a similar story. You have a group of friends who go into the forest and they start to, it's more horror actually than mine, but they start to notice weird things about each other, and it turns out that slowly something has been replacing the friends in the friend group. And I think by the end of Fleshgate there's only one person or one or two people alive, or maybe the guy dies. I can't remember exactly, but That's basically what Fleshgate is. I think it's like a creepypasta that you can read if you find it. If you want to read that. I really want to draw more, but it feels like I don't have any time for it anymore. When I was 13, I would draw daily and improve a lot. But now I have to focus on more important things. Yeah, this same thing happened to me. That's why I was mentioning earlier about while I have the time. Right now I have more flexibility than I did a couple years back. A couple years back is when I started streaming actually, so I had a little bit more flexibility than the years prior, because the years prior I was focusing on work and pretty much had to drop drawing for a couple years because I like, if I had the time I didn't have the energy, and if I had the energy I didn't have the time because I had to do other things. But now I do have some time, more time than before. So if it feels like you're not able to do what you want to do right now, like in your situation will change in the future. So it's possible that you will find the time. And if you can make like just a little time to do something, like 30 minutes to an hour maybe. I know that's a lot of time, because like if you have a full-time job, that's a lot of time to find. But yeah, that's definitely one of the challenges of adult life, figuring out where you can get the time to do your hobbies.
Once there were trees full of birds, meadowlands vibrant with flowers, carefree the songs our children once sang, gilding.
Hope you'll be able to find time for it. It's a really fulfilling pastime when you finally get around to it. Yes. Well, good night, guys. I'm gonna hit the sack. Alrighty, thank you for hanging out. Whenever I see you, I'll see you, and have a good rest. You too, unless it's daytime. It's nighttime for me. I do this towards the end of my day. Twitch chat down? No, Twitch chat should be fine. Is it okay? Or... oh wait. I guess it was down because I wasn't getting those comments. Let me see if I can fix that. Because Kyo was here. When did Kyo comment? Kyo. I don't know if you're still there, but I'm trying to see. 45 minutes ago, damn. She probably left. My bad. That's strange. Either way, yeah, this is like a lot of stippling. It's not entirely dots, it's a lot of scribbling and stippling. I don't know what the issue was. It wasn't working, and then your comment started working, but Kyo's comment from like 45 minutes ago didn't show up. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's like a certain number of chats that can go through at a time. Because this is a free thing that I'm using to like track both the YouTube and the Twitch chat, so maybe something happens there. I learned that if I want to be really... Oh wait, no. I already read that comic. Did I? Let me think. And let me see. Oh wait, no, I didn't read that comic. I learned that if I want to be really good at drawing, I would need to sacrifice my free time, which for some time I did, but of course I couldn't do it forever, and now I just think about drawing again. Yeah, you'll have to find a balance. I did end up sacrificing free time, and it actually wasn't that good, because I didn't improve as much in the long term, and I ended up just becoming really... I don't want to say depressed, because that's a clinical thing, but I guess really down. I gave up video games, I didn't really have many friends like to go out with anyways, but like I kind of gave up any social thing. And yeah. Well, when you get good enough, you can focus more on your art and make more time for it as it becomes more of your profession. Yeah, it's true. If it becomes something that you do professionally, that will be easier to do more of. Either way, how are you doing, Calix? How's your day been or going? When I was at the peak of learning, I didn't play any video games for I think half a year. Yeah, I ended up cutting it off for a really long time. Maybe up to 5 years, I think I went without playing games. But before that, I was playing games a lot, so... Like before that, all I was doing was working and playing games. And then I realized, oh, I'm spending so much time playing games. But I have art stuff that I want to do, so I'll just switch the time that I spend on games and redirect all of that time into art. And then I did that for a while. Now it's more balanced. Now I try to play like maybe like an hour of games a day. Usually like before I go to sleep, I try to play a little bit and then I go to bed. Forgot to test if the YouTube has music or not. Yeah, it does, okay. Sacrificing games was so difficult since I only really play JRPGs. Which I was like, oh, okay, that's really understandable. That was one of the types of games that I would get really stuck with playing. Nowadays, I play like a gotcha. Well, I can only really play one gotcha game. If you play more than that, you're just kind of rushing through each game, right? So these days I play Sunless Zone Zero for like 30 minutes and then 30 minutes or so on like a random other game. So like right now there's a couple games that I'm juggling. There's Atelier Riza, there's Robocop, there's Unicorn, Overlord, there's just a bunch of different little games. Mainly playing Xenosaga 2, Civ 6. Civ 6 eats time. I remember any grand strategy game. Stellaris, I used to play that. A couple other ones. But yeah, they used to really eat my time up. And sometimes a bit of Halo with a friend, which honestly is the only one I'm having the most fun with, I guess. But yeah, I have to go now. The legs have to get pumped. Alrighty, have a good workout. Thanks for hanging around. But it's time to make some gains. Have a good one. Mm. Hello, Johnny Pearson. How you doing? Looking good, thank you. Do you have an Instagram? I do. I think it's linked in the YouTube description. Does not. I don't know if I've been posting. Oh, you found me. Oh, thank you. And following. Thank you. I'll see if I can. Do you post as well? I'm gonna check your stuff if you do. Yeah, I post once in a while. Yeah, it's kind of like me as well. Let me see. Oh, Collie, I didn't see your comment. I'm not paying enough attention to the chat. How you doing, Collie? I can go to Instagram. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay as well. Yeah. I'm getting the hang of this technique slowly, but it's a pretty intensive technique. At least like the way I understand it right now. Oh yeah, you do the sculptures I see here. That vulture with the baby, that's creepy. Yeah, the vulture guy is very eerie. The mole didn't go so well, so I'm gonna try again when I get the materials. Oh, I think you were the one who mentioned Gustave Doré. I think you said his stuff is engravings? Or that he uses engravings? I was trying to find how he does his stuff, but does he draw it first and then have the wood people engrave it, or does he like plan out the drawings and then the wood people do the engraving and then they make the prints? I wasn't able to find a clear answer about it. Either way, the illustrations are really cool. I want to know the same thing for my own sanity. I hope he draws the engraving on paper first. I don't know if I can handle the thought of him just freehanding. I was thinking in my head, I gotta get that good. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's completely possible, but like, the volume of work that he has, I'm starting to wonder, like, if he has some secret techniques or something for that. Like, I don't know if like he has a maybe something that has a lot of lines on it where you can rub ink and then press and then it makes like a bunch of lines automatically, and then you just mask out an area and let it press. That could be a way, but of course you need a level of precision with the lines that you could probably not get away with without doing them manually. I don't know. manga work right here. I like to see a human from you. Your art's so detailed. Let me see. I have not a full human, I guess, but I have some drawings at the side that I could just pull. Okay, that's not a human. That's Claymore, a character, I guess, drawing, but another one. I also paint, so here's that. This one's not done though, so either way, how you doing, Muppet? Trying to look at this drawing here that I'm doing. I'm wondering like if there's sections of it that read better and then other sections that don't, so I guess that sort of thing gets clarified when you add screen tones and stuff. Excuse me, what have you considered making a manga perhaps? I'm working on one, kind of. The reason I'm actually doing ink drawings, especially lately, is because I want to do it physically instead of digitally. Because I started a practice project digitally. I don't like the process of the digital programs, so I decided I'm gonna practice on paper. And the manga that I'm working on has a lot of like forest scenes, so I decided that I'm gonna just practice how to draw trees and stuff with ink. The manga that I have been working on is kind of like a test project. You can actually see some of it if you want to. It's on there's a link in my YouTube description where you can find, I think, the webtoons and or tapas, whichever one you want to use. But yeah, it's not an actual project that I want to work on. It was more of a test project.
て僕らは今あ無価値でも叫ぶあの壊れた世界の歌そう僕らは今あ無意味でも願うただ君との未来をそう僕らは今あ無価値でも叫ぶこの汚れた世界の愛
Got some rocks now, I guess. Take a peep at my reference to just gauge the size of these rocks.
祈りか許しを得られずとも僕は
And they can be around that size here. Of course, they'll be smaller there and bigger here, but there's flexibility with it since like they have like a variation of size. Might break them up a little bit here just to like communicate the light. I played a game with peak art style. What game? Thank you. I think I saw the name of it, but I don't remember. Tell me. Okay, there we go. Camille and Laura. I see here. Camille and Laura game. This is indeed the peak of arts. How was the game though? Like, eat well, be happy, work hard. Really looks like a kid's drawing. Is it, do they use like an actual child's drawing, or did they draw like this on purpose? I wonder. It's like a 2 hours little game. I don't know, maybe they said it somewhere. Yeah. It really looks convincing. Like a how a child would draw. It's what sold me the game, yeah. No, I'm curious. I'm gonna have to check it. Let's see if it says anywhere. Camilla Laura game artist. Hand-drawn narrative point and click adventure game created by solo developer Oliver Boucard. Oliver Boucard? Posting on a daily of a second month, the game's art style is potentially reminiscent of a children's. Deliberate choice by Boucard. I guess he drew it then, right? Because I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing anything. Receive funding from Canada's Council for the Arts? How do you do that? I don't receive any funding. Can I just call them up and ask them for money? Ask them, maybe they will. Yeah, I don't know about that. Born in... Oh, he was born in Trois-Rivières. Or Rivier. I guess Three Rivers, Canada. Is that Quebec? It's probably Quebec. I mean, it's gotta be Quebec, right? Trying to find like if he posts his art somewhere. Probably has like a bunch of different styles, right? He's got to be. Okay, I think I found a website. Yeah, he draws like a normal person too. I like how I said that. But yeah. Yeah, to do this as an adult, that's impressive to me, because there are things that you have to kind of like, I don't know, like I wouldn't know how to approach it if I was trying to do it. It'd be a fun exercise to do. Maybe one day. Right now I'm in too much of a grind set mood. I need to like I can see that being something that happens, right? You like, what if one day I do become really, really good? Then I'm obviously gonna become more interested in something else, right? Archery, hello Light, how you doing? Hello Duke, how you doing? Let me see. Oh crap. How you guys doing? How do I do this shout out thing? Shout out. Like wind. underscore? Lightwind underscore? Yeah. Alrighty, there we go. What are you up to? It's going pretty tediously here, as you can see. But it's coming together, so tree's looking very nice. Yeah, basically I'm trying to practice this technique that I found because I was having trouble inking trees here. Like I didn't like how the leaves were represented with this drawing, so I decided to like search up some stuff, and I ended up finding some techniques that I'm trying out here. These are other ink drawings that I've been doing too. Let's see. Tree still give me a lot of trouble. Yeah, I think I found a technique that works. Also, Jasper Fox, thanks for the follow. The technique I'll show you. It's basically, I think I can do this. It's not gonna bleed through, right? I'll use this marker. The technique is basically, with consideration to the light, just assume that it's coming from up. You get the leaf groups. Yeah, you get the leaf groups drawn out really roughly, and then you have your groups of leaves. So what you do after that is you, with whatever line quality you really want, and obviously this only works for this type of tree, because you'll have to figure out a different type of line work for pine trees and other trees, is you create the underside of each of these leaf groups, like the shadow zone or something, and you render it out. The space in between, that can just go straight to black, like keep the group separated. There's a combination of scribbling and stippling to get that really organic kind of look. And you just keep going like that until you have your forest come together. At first it doesn't look right, but all the details, all the scribbling kind of blends itself together and sort of forms the trees. And I haven't done it perfectly here, but it seems to be working for the most part. You're working on art. Okay, I see. New icon. Like a profile picture. Trust the process and it comes out fantastic, yeah. It's already 2 hours. I guess I'll put in 1 more hour of work. But yeah, thank you so much for the raid as usual. I really appreciate it. I don't know if she already left, just because it's like later, right? So learning texturing is very interesting. Definitely helped me a lot to look at the type of texturing in the manga has. Yeah, that's actually what my goal is here, to figure out these techniques so I can do the manga on paper, because on in the computer it doesn't really, I don't like the process. The results are okay, but the process is not fun for me. Too many layers, too many aspects of it are just not that satisfying. So some of your manga pages look fantastic. Yeah. I guess you could tell how I feel about them just from my tone just now, but my goal is really, really high, I guess. Hello, Zero MV, thanks for the follow. Good night, Collie. Have a good one. Have a good rest. What you cooking tonight? I'm. Oh, hello, Fatumbo. How you doing? You recognize your YouTube now as well. Basically, I learned the tree drawing technique, and I'm practicing it because I'm gonna have to be drawing a lot of trees for the manga that I'm making. So, might as well figure out this technique. There's different techniques for different trees, but this is the one that is probably gonna cover most of the trees that I have to draw. The idea is that there's going to be a bunch of trees over sort of like a hill here. They're mostly situated in the back. And there's like a path that's going to come this way. Most of it's out of frame right now, but I'll get to it. Just making some dots so I know where the outside is supposed to be. I guess the trick here is to draw the center stones first. You get like the gradual size buildup figured out. And then draw the ones on the fringes after. What's playing? Nier sound? Yeah, this is the Nier soundtrack. I'm playing it on YouTube as well because apparently it's like actually affecting the videos, the amount of like viewers that you get, retention, all that kind of stuff. So I tested it. It turns out that yeah, it does. And so I guess I'm gonna be playing a lot of game OSTs from now on because that's what doesn't get struck on YouTube. It's kind of like safe to play. Or safer, I guess. It isn't entirely bad because games have pretty good music, so. But I'm not gonna be able to listen to, like, I don't know, Metallica and stuff because that's getting taken down for sure. Yeah, I've noticed their AI recommends art videos based on background music a lot. It's kind of strange, eh? I don't know how that works out, but that's how it works. Also titles. Like if I make a normal title, like if I write a title, art stream drawing trees with ink, right? Like I guess like a title that describes literally what I'm doing, that video will do really badly. But if I make like an obscure or random title, it tends to pull more people in. Or I guess also get promoted more too by the algo. I can see how, like, for example, a question, if you ask a question in your title, I can see how that can pull more people naturally because maybe they will be curious or maybe they'll want to answer the question or something. Or if you make like a reference, like if you quote something, I guess that could also help people feel like clicking if they see something they're familiar with. A lot of YouTube isms that I need to figure out here. Maybe I can zoom out a bit. I think I'm running off the page here, so. I don't yet know what I'm doing here or here, but maybe a log and mushrooms on it or something? I don't know. I'll figure that out later, I guess. Alright, so with that, we kind of have a better idea of what's going on here. Obviously, it's going to take a really long time to render all of this. I'm wondering if, like... Okay, no. I was wondering if there's bleed, but seems like we're fine. Starting to get hungry, so my hand is going to start getting less steady, which means I should probably focus on the leaves because those are forgiving in that respect. The leaves on the bark pattern. I'll probably do that, yeah. What's closer here, the details that are closer to us, will have to be more precise. The further details can be less precise because they'll come together on their own.
us, we're gonna shout it loud. Even if our words seem meaningless, like I'm carrying the weight of the world. I wish that some way, somehow, that I could save every one of us. But the truth is that I'm only one girl. Still, we're gonna shout it loud. Even if our words seem meaningless, it's like I'm carrying the weight of the world. I hope that some way, somehow, that I could save every one
8 minutes remaining, it seems. I think I got a lot farther, a lot faster. Like if you look at the last stream, although it's an hour more too, so but it's at least it's like 3 times as much ink work than the first stream that I tried out this technique, so I guess I'm learning. Hello, Demon Fox. How you doing? It's been a while, I believe. I'm actually about to finish up here because it's like 3 hours. Do you know anything about PC? About computers? Because I have one in mind, but I don't about it. What do you mean? I don't understand. We're back. We'll send you some pictures in the DM. Okay. Oh, about computer building and stuff like that. I can't say that I know much about that. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to give you any good advice there if there's something wrong with that thing. Or if you're, oh, it looks like you're trying to see if like you can buy it, right? Like if it's good specs, is that what you're asking me about? Yeah, I'm seeing it in the Discord. I don't know. I don't know if those are good specs. I know someone who might be able to tell you if it's good specs. Like someone who builds computers. I could send that over to them if you'd like. Okay, alright, I'll do that for you. Hello, Ali. Ally the one? Ally the one? I'll connect you with them actually. That way you can talk to them about other details. I'll ask them. Well, I'm pretty sure they'll be fine with it. Not like it's a big deal. Yeah, I'll just send you their thing. because I don't have that much to use. Just looking for you to take your time away from oh, I'm about to end the live stream. Yeah, so I can do it in like a couple minutes because I'm running out of energy here and I'm hungry. So yeah, I'm gonna do it in like 2 minutes probably. I'm just looking at my picture here to figure out like what the next steps are. Like detailing these, I should probably look into making these a little bit darker, since the ones that are closer to us, like the trunks of the trees, those seem to be making sense more if it's lighter. So I'll do that. Ground plane details, I'll figure that out sometime before I start this again. But yeah, it's working out. So this technique is good. I just need to perfect it. Alrighty. Let me check if okay, no, it doesn't look like there's anyone to raid here. I'll just end the stream on Twitch then and on YouTube. And I'll send you the contact. Alrighty. Okay. Whoever's here, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next stream, which is probably tomorrow. If I'm not doing this again tomorrow, I'll start something else. Probably a painting. So yeah, see ya.